If you want to really understand why you are doing what you're doing, and to make better decisions and choices, and improve your behaviour, then you need to practice catching yourself in the act. One of the primary reasons we remain wedded to old and familiar patterns is because we are not sufficiently aware of ourselves and what is going on inside of us. We merely continue to act, adhering to old philosophies and scripts, which have long been held up as our way of doing things. But they have not been sufficiently checked, challenged, and where necessary, changed. As a result, we continue to do the same things over and over again, and wonder why our lives resist positive change. If you want to be a better version of yourself, then you need to regularly catch yourself in the act. This means catching yourself at the precise moment that you're doing something that is counterproductive to your growth. To do this, it would be helpful to ask yourself the following questions. Why and when does this pattern emerge? How and where does it turn up? These questions are important tools of inquiry when walking the tightrope of self-examination, and they will help you to work out what is enslaving you and how to emancipate yourself. In this meditation, you're going to take your mind back to a recent memory, one where you engage in a familiar way of behaving and responding, something you would really like to change. It needs to be an example of when, had you been really present, you would have acted differently. But in truth, you didn't notice your way of being and what you were doing until after the event. So give your mind the opportunity now to find such an example of this kind of memory, an experience that showcases exactly how this way of being plays out in your life. Connect with that memory as fully as you can. It's as if right now you've been transported back to that moment in time. Now, having relived that memory and felt all the feelings associated with it, it's time to ask each of the following questions. Can you now see why this pattern, this way of behaving, emerged? What factors were significant in the triggering of this pattern? How exactly did it show up in that moment? Are there certain environmental conditions that make it more likely for you to react in the way that you did? Having asked all 4 questions, your mind is now swimming with possible answers. And these answers are a wonderful compass that can help you to better navigate how you behave in future scenarios. Just for a little while, pull those answers together now and use them to help you deepen your understanding of what is actually going on, and also what is required to bring about the necessary changes. You've now got a real sense of what is going on and what you need to change. It's now time to repeat this process, to choose another moment in time, something in the more distant past, but something equally powerful in its ability to prevent you from seeing where you're going wrong. Something where, if you had been in the right frame of mind, you would have chosen a different course of action. Something that makes you feel uncomfortable when you take a close look at how you behaved. Reconnect with the moment as fully as you can. The more you can feel what it was like to be back there, the more effective the process. Now, having relived that memory and felt all the feelings associated with it, it's time to ask each of those 4 questions again. Can you now see why this pattern, this way of being, emerged? What factors were significant in the triggering of this pattern? How exactly did it show up in that moment? Are there certain environmental conditions that make it more likely for you to react in the way that you did? Having asked all 4 questions, you can once again feel your mind brimming with the answers. And you know these answers hold the key to you becoming a better version of yourself. So take a little time now to pull the answers together so you can formulate a strategy for what needs to happen next. Do this now. Reflecting on these two experiences and asking these important questions has enabled you to see how much you are dictated to by old habits and patterns. As a result of this inquiry, the way forward is now becoming clear. And even if you've not fully formed a strategy, each time you engage in this kind of self-examination, you will expand your awareness and come closer to what it is you need to do and what it is you need to change. This is what it means to catch yourself in the act. And the more you practice doing this, the more you will be able to change your actions in the moment, rather than after the event. This practice helps to develop foresight. The more we check and challenge what we do, the more we are able to change in the moment. And in this way, we can choose our very best life.